I'm here with Dave and Michelle Rofkahr, members of the Joshua Fund Board. Dave, Michelle, it's great to have you guys. So glad you could be with us here at the Epicenter briefing this year. I just wanted to get your perspective. What's been the Epicenter briefing been like for you guys?
Well, it's been wonderful to meet people from all over the country who've come, to hear about, the ministry of the Joshua Fund, and it's been wonderful to hear from the Special Projects Director and exposure to actually what is going on in North America and the Middle East and how God is working there and in supernatural ways. Really exciting.
It's really special. And uniquely this year, Joel hasn't showed with us, but Lynn's been with us, and just talking with Lynn and listening to Lynn to get her perspective on the founding and story of the Joshua Fund has been so great, hasn't it?
It has. I love her stories. She's a great storyteller, and it's a beautiful story to tell, and we all need to know, how the Joshua Fund was founded and the vision and mission. It's been great.
No, I would say the same again. Just gotta love the authenticity, the heart of that Lynn, that she's up there sharing. She's not trying to put on a show. She's just, this is our heart. This is who we are. This is how it happened.
Yes.
God's in this. That's why we're here. That's been a fun story to watch along the way. The other fun thing that's been here is just meeting other couples that have come and asking their story. Like, so how did you connect here to the Joshua Fund? What are you hoping to get out of this? How did you connect? And just hearing these stories and such, how people are just drawn to what God's doing in the land, as well as some of it's because of Joel's books originally or something like that. Then it led deeper into other conversations and stuff. So it's been really fun.
Isn't it fun to meet people you've never met before, but have the same interests? And I love it last night when we had the reception and people were just milling about, and there was hors d'oeuvres and then there was that buzz in the room that just said, oh, this is a family reunion. Everybody is talking and doing that. So that's great. Any other thoughts on just the experience, the atmosphere here at the Joshua Fund Epicenter briefing? I mean, anything?
Well, one more thing that caught my attention is just, I was sharing this earlier, is that kind of for such a time as this moment, where as you're listening to these stories, you're listening to the Bible teaching, but also then Lynn and Jeff tell about the special projects and other things like that. You just you realize that again and again it's been said, no one else is doing this. No one else is loving the people in the land, the Jews and the Arabs or the neighbors. And you go, that's what's so attractive about the whole thing, but attracted us even as we thought about serving. Was like, here's something that's having this total impact on this strategic epicenter, this strategic part of the world, and just to hear those stories and have that reinforced and confirmed again and again, and realize this is something special, and we're excited to be part of something like this that's happening at first for a unique time, even in history.
Dave and Michelle, as board members of the Joshua Fund, I'd love to understand a little bit about why you joined as the board members, and what was attractive to you about the Joshua Fund as a ministry.
I think again it started off with us. First, I had relationships with others that were part of this journey, and telling us about that, and we were attracted to say, so what are you doing? Why are you part of this? Why is this unique from other ministries that are trying to help the Jewish community or the nation, things like that? But then also again the unique vision to be Jesus, basically, to people in the land, to show love and compassion in the name of Jesus. And so it was a unique opportunity to serve. We have a passion personally for the Jewish people and for what God's doing in Israel and such like that. And it was a way for us to express that heart and use some of our gifts a little bit, and then be in a relationship with Joel and Lynn, and to continue to get to know them better and what God's doing. So,
and it was something that we could do together, because
that was a big factor.
As we're empty nesters now, and it's something that we were really drawn to all the other couples, and something that we could really enjoy just involvement together. So it's been good.
That's so great. And I want to also have you comment on, you had the opportunity earlier this year to go on the delegation that Joel led to the Kingdom of Morocco. Maybe you could just talk a little bit about that.
Again, it's one of the fun things we were the earlier ones were going on with the larger groups, going to to the UAE and other places like that. And then we had this unique opportunity, kind of a last-minute deal, to just go with Joel, to be in Morocco and to meet the foreign secretary, to meet these other individuals. You're going to sitting on the couch going, so what are we doing here? It's kind of, Joel says that often, like one of these things not like the other. We kind of go, well, what are we doing? But it was really unique time to sit there and get an insider view of what God is doing, how God has brought, again, Joel into these relationships with these conversations, and no one else is having that conversation. Again, knowing that he's an evangelical Christian, Jewish, and he's in Morocco, and asking some hard questions too, but also getting some great answers and launching relationship. That's the other part of it. I think it's also this informal relationship that kind of gets launched for Joel, but also maybe on a broader scale, which was kind of fun to be part of that. So
Yeah.
Was that your first time to Morocco? Had you ever been?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
it was on the bucket list, but it was like, well,
Well, I know you guys have both been missionaries. You have a mission yourselves and all of that. So, traveling the world, I'm sure you've seen a lot of different things. But what's kind of unique about going with the Joshua Fund to Israel or to any of these other places?
Well, we served in Asia, so it's a very different context, and so, but they're beautiful people, as they are in Asia as well, but just a completely different, like apples and oranges. But it was just wonderful to be there to really begin to understand, the culture and the people and their faith. I still have a lot to learn, but it was wonderful to build those relationships, to be there with Joel in those amazing conversations. And I was the secretary, so I was taking copious notes and then wrote something up for the board. So that was wonderful to do that, and just to be serving Joel in that capacity and serving the Joshua Fund.
Yeah.
So.
And also, our context where we were in Asia was also, we had to be very careful. The church was under persecution and heavy watch and things like that, and to be in a similar culture and be able to understand a little bit where these groups are coming from, that it's not easy to be there. It's not easy to believe. There's no advantage in believing, in the sense. Like,
right.
You got to really, this is it, I'm all in. And so that for us also was a special to be with those individuals who are paying a price to follow Jesus. And not to take that lightly as we come alongside to seek to serve them and serve in the fund as well. But that's for us is also a special time to be there with those churches, with those individuals, those ministries, and to see the dramatic strategic nature of what they're doing. Is just amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's so great to have you guys on the board and to be providing leadership for the Joshua Fund. So I want to thank you and literally for all of the prayer support and personal support and encouragement that you've provided for us and our team. So thank you guys a lot for being on the team with us.
It's our
Appreciate
pleasure.
Our
it.
privilege and pleasure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
God bless.
Thank you.
I'm Joel Rosenberg. On your left, you'll find some videos we've chosen specifically for you. We look forward to partnering with you to bless Israel and her neighbors in the name of Jesus.